solve the simultaneous equations. So it's very complicated looking. So so I'm not going to read it out because I can't read it out. I really don't know how to read it out. So I think maybe I just work out the solution. So if I look at the first equation, that is 8 to the power p plus 1 divided by 4q. So what I can do is, you see, change it all to powers of 2. So it would be 8 to the power p plus 1. I can write as 2 cube times p plus 1 and divided by 2 square. 4 is 2 square to the power q equals 2 to the power 11. I can simplify this. I can write it as 2 to the power 3p plus 3 and divided by 2 to the power 2q equals 2 to the power 11. So therefore 2 to the power 3p plus 3 minus 2q equals 2 to the power 11. So the 2q, that was 2 to the power 2q, is in the denominator. I brought it to the numerator, so it becomes minus 2q. It's added to the powers as minus 2q. So from here we get the first equation as equating the powers. So equating the powers, we get 3p plus 3 minus 2q equals 11, or 3p minus 2q equals 11 minus 3, and that is 8. So this is our first equation, so I can call it A. So the next one is so we try and make it all in powers of 3. That seems to be the most likely and more easy thing to do. So or the correct thing to do. So 3 to the power 2p plus 5 divided by 3 cubed times 1 out of 3 equals 3 cube or 3 square, and then times power 3 cube. So I can write this as now 3 to the power 2p plus 5 divided by 3 equals 3 to the power 6 cube. So I can write this as 3 to the power 2p plus 5 minus 1 equals 3 to the power 6 cube, and therefore equating the powers, we get 2p plus 5 minus 1 is 4 equals 6q, or 2p minus 2p equals 6q minus 4, and therefore p equals 3q minus 2. So dividing throughout by 2. So now I have got this p value of p, and I am going to substitute this in A. So substituting the value of P, I would get 3 times 3q minus 2 minus 2q equals 8, So that's 9q minus 6 minus 2q equals 8. So 9q minus 2q is 7q, and that equals 8 plus 6, 14, and that gives q is 2. So I got q is 2, and if I put that in to get the value of p, I would get p equals 3 times 2 minus 2, that is 6 minus 2, that is 4. So p would be 4. So that's solved. We got the values of p and q.